Alright, I'm back. How's it going, everyone? Marriland here. And I am doing some training. Oh yeah, your favorite thing to watch in the whole wide world. But you know what? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. With a challenge like this, it's really important to have a balanced team. Because you know what? If a pair dies, you might have to survive with whatever you got left over. So I want to make sure everyone's all set. Okay. I want to talk about YouTube. YouTube! Because I think having like a topic to discuss, I think is a good thing. I think it's alright. It's alright. So, well, let's talk about content. Let's talk about the fact that, oh man, all you're doing is posting stream archives. What's up with that, Marriland? What's up with that? This is YouTube, not Twitch. And yeah, no, I totally get that. Like, that is perfectly valid, a perfectly valid point. And I think that, you know, it's important to discuss. Let's discuss why. Alright? So, if you haven't watched the last 2 episodes, then I talked a lot about kind of like state of YouTube and like Twitch and stuff like that. You know, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna kind of continue where I left off there. But does that mean, oh, I'm done with YouTube? No, that's not what that means. Let's talk about what is actually there for me to do on YouTube. I think a lot of you want me to, you know, make YouTube videos, right? Right? I mean, you know, I have a YouTube channel. I should make YouTube videos. But here's the problem. So, what do I make YouTube videos of? Well, what do I do? What do I make YouTube videos of? Well, probably Pokemon. Maybe other games I like Terraria. Well, I've done Terraria videos, and you know, they're alright. Some people watch them, but not a lot. They're not, like, the most watched videos. They're fun. I like making them, but, you know, is that something that everyone wants to watch? No. So they're not, like, a super high priority. I've actually been really behind on that. I've been so busy these past 2 weeks, like, the whole month. Actually, yeah, the whole month. It's been more than 2 weeks. I don't think I've had, like, a true just day off, other than Monday, but that was spent, like, with some friends, so I didn't really have, like, just time to unwind by myself. But, yeah, anyway. So what do I make on YouTube, guys? What do I make? Well, that's the thing. Alright, so is there a new Pokemon game out? No, there's not right now. There's not. The newest game is Sun and Moon. And so far, in less than 1 year, I have had 3 separate Sun and Moon series on my channel. I've had the Moon Adventure, I've had the Sun Nuzlocke, and I've had the Sun and Moon Sleep Verses with Chugga Conroy, Saphazon, and Yoshiller. That's the newest Pokemon game, and I've done it 3 times already, okay? So, yeah, you know, it might seem like, oh, just make stuff. Well, I've made videos. And 2 of those were, like, YouTube exclusive. You know, I didn't stream those. Now, does that mean, oh, well, what do I do? Like, that's part of the reason why I'm doing streams. Because there's not a new game. And I could go back and play an old game. But what am I doing right now? I'm going back and playing an old game. And I'm having fun with it. And I don't have to edit it, but, you know, it seems to be getting enough attention. Like, people, for the most part, are enjoying it. And if you're not enjoying it, that's totally fine. That is totally fine. I'm sorry. I will apologize. I am sorry if the content that I'm producing now with the streams is disappointing to you. Like, I'll say that. I know that some people really like my old style of doing things. And that's not the last time I'll do them. But as for Nuzlocks, I don't really think that I'll be going back to doing non-streamed ones because they're so much more fun for me streamed. And yeah, if you enjoyed the ones that were not streamed, if they were just posted to YouTube, yeah, they had better editing, but they weren't very fun for me for a lot of it. They started fun, but usually by episode 20 or so, you know, it gets frustrating for me. And that's not cool. You guys want to watch someone who's enjoying what he's doing, right? And then, of course, there's the possibility of playing other Pokemon games. Well, okay. What other Pokemon games? Oh, well, just do a randomizer, or do a hack, or do this or that. It's what everyone else is doing right now. Literally. Well, not literally everyone else, but a lot of the Pokemon community on YouTube is doing... Well, yeah, they're doing videos on games that don't actually exist. You can't go out and buy these games. Alright? That's why I don't play any of these games. You, as a viewer, cannot go out and buy any of these games. You can't go to the Nintendo eShop and download any of these games. So you might have heard about things like... Well, I'm not even going to say, like, the names. Like, I get asked to do this ROM hack or that randomizer thing or, like, whatever. And that's not something I'm going to do. That's not something I have done on my channel ever. That's not something I want to do on my channel ever. And am I trying to say, oh, you're a terrible person for playing that or for wanting me to play it? No, not at all, alright? Not at all. You know, I don't want to discuss the legality of whether or not it's legal. Like, that's not for me to decide. I'm not a lawyer, but I like to support Nintendo, and I feel like by playing games that are just modified versions of official games, it kind of presents a lot of confusion. And then people, they may... Oh, actually, you're level 16. I don't think we need to train you anymore. Then someone who's, like, looking stuff up, they might think, oh, this is a real game. This is something I can go out and buy. And the problem is, there may actually be reproduction cartridges or game cards of, like, hacks. And people may go to eBay or somewhere and end up buying these games that they saw someone play, and that's piracy at that point. That actually is. They're actually making money off of something else, and, like, I don't want to encourage that on my channel. Now, does that mean I'll never, ever, ever play those personally myself? Well, that's a decision I have to make. That's for me, but I'm not going to be, or at least I don't ever want to stream them. Like, I really would rather not. And in my opinion, just so you know, kind of like my moral opinion, alright? If you own the game, like, alright, you know what? Sure, go ahead and play what you want on it. Like, that's fine. Like, I get how it is when, you know, you played through a Pokemon game a few times, and you're looking for something new to do with it. Hey, you know, that's alright. I don't think you are a pirate or a thief if you play a ROM hack or something like that. I don't. Or if you have a, you know, let's say, alright, I have my Pokemon Crystal right here. Right here, Pokemon Crystal, you know. But I might not always have my Game Boy Advance or whatever on me. And, you know, a lot of kids these days with their phones, they got the emulators and all that you can just play on the phone. Now, I own this. I bought it. And if I have to lug around something like a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance or whatever, I'm gonna go heal, actually. Well, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I feel like someone's leveled up. Tots. And No, actually just tots. I guess I'm good at everything else. Now again, I'm not a lawyer, all right? I'm not telling you what you can and can't do legally. That's up to it's up to you to determine. Hopefully with an educated an educated guess. But I'm just saying, like, morally, I don't see there being a problem with you know, playing games that you own and modifying games that you own. Or, you know, here we go. It's not legal. I'm not telling you to do this. It's more of, if you already have done this, then I'm not going to judge you. But if you played, or if you downloaded, like, a game, I think a lot of the interpretations of stuff says you're supposed to actually, rip the game yourself. But realistically, you're going to get the same result, pretty much. And I don't know. Again, I don't want to get into the law part of it. That's not what I'm here for. It's more like, morally, if you want to play, like, a ROM hack, have the game, okay? Do that. But that's also why I don't really want to play it, because if, well, on my streams, let's say, maybe in my own time, well, that's a decision I'll make for myself. But for you guys, if that's something that you want to do, then go for it. If you're able to handle the consequences. But I just don't want to do that on my channel. And that's kind of going back to the point of, well, what is there to play, all right? Because everyone else is doing ROM hacks, and everyone else is doing, like, randomizers. Randomizers typically require being played on an emulator, or a ROM, or well, both, really. And that's not something that I want to do. That isn't. I'm playing this on, it's a modified DS. It has video output, but that's it, really. That's just so I can get a nice, crisp, clean image. And yeah, that's kind of what it boils down to. So, what other content is there for me to do? Like, I don't really want to spend a whole bunch of time and effort into just replaying an old Pokemon game just for the heck of it. Like, I just don't really want to. I know I kind of mentioned doing a gold walkthrough, or not gold walkthrough, a sun walkthrough. But I was kind of looking at it and kind of realizing, you know, I think the amount of effort I'd have to put into it wouldn't quite justify the time invested, well, wouldn't quite justify the reach it would have. Like, this many months after the release date, is it really going to help you that much? Probably not. So, that's why I'm doing streams. That's why you're seeing a lot of stream stuff, because this is something I can do that's fun, and it, you know, it gives you content to watch while we're all waiting for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And you may notice that there is a subscriber goal right down there. This is for Twitch subscribers. And if I reach 500, which is a lot, but if I do reach that by the release date of Ultra Sun and Moon, that means I will stream my first playthrough. But here's the thing. That's not going to interfere with YouTube. I won't even be posting that series to YouTube. At least I don't think so. I don't plan on it. Because I do have plans right now to actually make a nice, well-produced series on YouTube for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I want it to be a walkthrough style. So it will kind of tell you how to get through the game. It'll tell you, like, recommendations and stuff. It's not going to be blind like my Moon adventure. And it's not going to be, like, semi-blind like my Pokemon X adventure. It's going to be more detailed and in-depth, kind of like my White 2 adventure. I'm not doing a day one Let's Play of it. I'm not. That's not going to happen on my YouTube channel. And the reason for this is I want a series that will last the test of time. I want one that will be useful to you in the future, because I feel like my Moon adventure was more of an adventure and not really like a useful thing because I was playing it blind. Like, I wanted to have an experience where I as a Pokemon fan, actually had an opportunity to experience new things, because usually I don't get that. And I had fun playing it, but I don't think it was really that helpful for you. So, we'll see. Wow, Indrado just subscribed. Thank you so much for that big service. That is amazing. I want to see some Mara Hearts, Mara Hypes, and some Mara Big Service in that chat for Indrado. Indrado? Hopefully you got that right. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's the game plan, guys. I know I'm not going to be able to compete in making a day one series because people will probably be obtaining the game earlier than I'll be able to obtain it. And there's nothing I can do about that. Like, you know, that's how it goes. So, yeah, rather than try to compete, I'm just gonna focus on making mine a really good series that will help people for years. And that's why it's not going to be day one. I want to play through the game once before I start a series on it, or at least for the most part. And then, from there, I will work on a walkthrough series. And that will be something that all of you saying, oh, you need to make something for YouTube, enough of this Twitch stuff, like that should hopefully help with that, because I'm going to put a lot of effort into it. It's going to be really nice. But, again, the goal down there, to see if I can get to the 500 subscribers, that's sort of as a, ooh, Mega Drain. Sort of as a, hey, you know what, rather than just play it by myself once and write notes and be, like, really focused on it, like, if I can get that amount of support, I feel like, okay, you know what, maybe my notes might not be the best, but I'll stream for, you know, 12 hours or more, whatever, through my first playthrough and all that, and I think that will, that'll be pretty good. I think it'll work out. And if we don't hit it, it's totally fine. Because I'm still going to be doing plenty of stuff for Twitch, and, you know, it's a very ambitious goal. Like, I'm not really entirely sure I'll hit it, but man, I tell you, after the support on the Sapphire Wedlocke and the X and Y Sleep Block, like, I actually think we could do it. I think so, but again, that's kind of my goal. Let's switch back to Twitch for a moment here. My goal is to provide you guys that are subscribing a good value for your cash dollars, you know? I want it to be something that you can think, yeah, you know what? For the cost of, you know, maybe a coffee or something, I'm getting hours and hours of entertainment per month. And that's just a nice way to say thanks, you know? It's always appreciated. Never expected. Never expected. But my goal to you is, or my kind of, what I want to do for you is, I want to provide lots of content leading up to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So you guys will know, hey, you know, I'm giving you tons of stuff. It's not just, hey, you know, let's just get there. I'm working for it. I'm giving you guys a show. And whether or not you want to subscribe is totally your call. And it's totally fine if you don't. But again, my goal is to give ones that do subscribe kind of that rewarding feeling. Like, yeah, I'd say that's worth it. I'd say that's worth it. And again, remember, if you have an Amazon Prime account, by the way, you can link that with your Twitch account, and you get one free subscription every month that you can use on a streamer of your choice that is an affiliate or a partner. So that can work too. It's something you don't even have to give a second thought of, really. We'll have to see. Fallen Helix saying, no offense to USA, but you kind of lose out on day one if you don't have a review copy due to time differences. For instance, I could legally play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and upload a video 6 hours before Marriland. That is true. However, I have a Japanese 3DS, so I could buy it, I think, 11 hours ahead of where I live. But does that mean I'm going to? Like, if we don't hit the goal, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to write notes and stuff based on that. But if I do hit the goal, then I'll probably just wait until the US release. Whoops. Or play a little bit on the one and then switch over to the stream one. You know, I'll have multiple copies. But I'm not using any modifications other than the 3DS capture to my 3DS. Like, I'm not going through any other sources. I mean, I guess if Amazon sent me a copy, like, really early, or Pokemon or Nintendo, like, they don't, but if they did, sure, I do that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Probably not. No, I kind of wonder if this is even a good place to train pancakes. What does having a Japanese 3DS have to do with getting an earlier version of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? So, it goes live at midnight in your region. Usually for the easternmost time. So, for instance, if I live in the US, I can get it at 11 p.m. my time, because Eastern time in the US is midnight. So that's pretty cool. But in Japan, when it turns midnight there, then I could get the game there. And since when I access the eShop, it uses the 3DS's region, so I'd actually buy it from the Japanese eShop, which gets it like 11 hours earlier. Hey, Jar Jar 102 saying, I forgot completely about how Twitch Prime worked, so for reminding me, I'm gonna use my free sub here. Hey, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, Jar Jar 102. I'm glad you were listening. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a really cool reward, really cool. I've been meaning to use my Twitch Prime sub on someone. Look at a few options. Because you gotta renew it manually. That's the only downside of Twitch Prime. Only downside is you have to do it manually. It doesn't auto-renew. Hey, Miss Claudia! Just subscribed as well. Thank you so much for that big service. That is awesome. Look at that. We've almost hit the goal for today. That is insane. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I want to see some love in the chat for the 2 new subs, everyone. Come on, share them some Mara hearts. Mara hypes! Mara big service, and even the new Mara Glad if you're into Animal Crossing, and even if you're not, it's a pretty adorable emote. Pretty adorable indeed. Yeah, so hopefully this kind of sheds some light on YouTube and like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and stuff like that. Like, you know, I don't really want YouTube to become just a dump for Twitch videos, but right now this is my recording process. That's the thing. It's my recording and my editing and all that. And I get that it's a little different, but it's also content, and it's also, you're getting to watch something fun. So times change. It's important to kind of keep up with that and see where things are going. Ooh, this could be bad. Look at that! We got LG Zorik subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for that big service. Why are there so many corgis in the chat? I don't even know. I want to see some Mare Hearts and some Mare Hypes in that chat for LG Zorik. Also studying up on Twitch Prime. Very cool, very cool. Thank you so much. Oh, I love that Mare Heart. I love it. We gotta get the Rainbow Mare Heart. I'll have that Sunday, I hope. Actually, I hope I'll do that after the stream. I've been really busy, guys. Story of my life, but it's true. Let's see. Yeah, so back to YouTube. Well, no, not back to YouTube. We have Little Miss Mewtwo subscribing with Twitch Prime as well. Thank you so much for that big service. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Twitch Prime, man, I tell ya. I tell ya. See some more hearts in the chat. Man, I feel bad. There's gonna come a day where I'll probably have to stop with the Mara Hearts and the hypes. Like, I mean, you guys can still do it, but we're getting subscribers so fast, it's like, you know, slowing down the chat with a big stream of emotes. Maybe that isn't a good thing. I don't know. 100 bits from OCD Charizard saying, I keep missing the beginning of these streams. Aw, man. Aw, it's fine. Well, thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. Alright. Saturday. We'll talk about Saturday after the next break, guys. We'll talk about that. Because that'll be when training is done. Well, actually, training will probably be done before then. Yeah, it should be. I think I'm actually just going to train for the rest of the episode. Because, honestly, like, I don't want to go into the gym. Like, I think we can get into the gym and take it out in, like, 40 minutes. Like, we'll have more than enough time with that. But we got maybe 5 to 10 minutes for the next break. Something like that. Like, probably 10 minutes. So, you know, I might as well squeeze in some extra training. Rather than, like, go through half of the gym and then go through a break. Like, I still like to try to think of things for stuff. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Little Miss Mewtwo saying, currently doing some leveling up for a Pokemon Yellow Pokedex completion while watching the stream. You're the only thing currently stopping me from losing my mind. Oh no! Hopefully you'll be able to survive long enough while I'm on break, but don't worry. I will be back. I will be back. But look at this. We've got 267216 subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for that big service. That is awesome. I want to see some love in the chat, everyone, for 267216. Let's see. And oh yeah, I have to make my way to Steven. That's a good point. Heck. Oh, that's actually great news. We do not need Scratch anymore. Yeah. I can't think of an instance we would need that. Alright. Mew Fangirl asking, do you think that you'll ever do a Wedlocke for Sun and Moon, or do you think the games are too hard for a Wedlocke? It might be doable. We'll have to see. Whoa! Beer Force has just subscribed for the 4th month in a row as a super subscriber. Whoa! Shiny Meryl, did you guys see that? It was shiny. What the heck? Thank you so much for that big service, Beer Force. Really appreciate that. Dang. That is awesome. I definitely want to see some Mara Hearts. Some Mara Hypes for some shiny there. And if you happen to have one of the higher tier Mara Hearts, show them off. Show them off. All right, let's do this. Let's get this evolution, guys. What? Pancakes is evolving? All right, here we go. Woo! He looks so cool in the layout. That's awesome. There's some golden Mara Hearts. Oh yeah, Dirty Zaptu with that. Nice. Okay, double kick. Yes, please. We're getting rid of Growl, maybe? Yeah, I think Growl. Yeah. What was my Granite Cave encounter? It was a Zubat. It was a Zubat. Shadow Flareon asking, did you see my question? I don't want to be rude or spam. I don't see it right now, so you might want to ask it again. It might have gotten buried. We had quite a few, subscribers and stuff there. Okay, now, let me go heal. And yeah, I think we'll go find Steven. That's a good idea. Because we don't need Flash. I was basically down there, right? Basically down there. Oh yeah, would I ever try a Digimon series? Maybe a JRPG like Final Fantasy? I mean, I won't say I'll never do it, but, like, I don't really have any current plans to do it. Like, it just kind of seems like, not the best fit? Like, I don't really know. I don't know, like, I'd probably stream it first to see if people liked it, but, like, I tried, Earthbound Beginnings, and it didn't really have, like, that great of a reception. So unless it was a game that I had already played through before, like, that's kind of the only way I think it'd be worthwhile. And then it's like, well, do I want to play through this game again? So, I don't know. Shadow Revenant saying, don't need Flash, but he saved every one of us. Oh my gosh, wow. Big Clingy saying, I liked Earthbound Beginnings. Don't tell me you cancel it. Don't worry, don't worry. I have this series owed to some people, alright? I know that there's enough people that enjoyed it. I'll do it someday. I'll do it someday. I just need, like, a vacation to play through it. And it's not gonna be streamed, but I will continue it. I will continue it. That's the only way I'm going to allow myself to ever play Mother 3, by the way. I have to play through Earthbound Beginnings first. Like, that's just necessary. Alright, Steven! Where are you? Where are you? Dang, I can't believe we're so close to another emote. I just, like, looked over. It's like, whoa, holy smokes. We got so many sub points now. What? Dang, that's nice. I might not even have to delete an emote. Alright, I think Steven's, like, back here somewhere, right? Oh, hey! Well, there's a few people like the Earthbound Beginnings series. That's good. Again, I don't like to you know, just do things for the views, but I do kind of base, like, interest in a series on views, just to kind of see, like, well, is this something people are watching, or not so much, and never really did all that well, both for, like, people tuning in, and even once it went on to YouTube. So that's, like, part of the reason why I can't really say it's a priority. But that's fine. Like, it's something that I enjoyed playing. Like, I actually had a lot of fun with it. So, like, I'll do it. I just need to find time. And, like, to actually record it, too. Alright, here we go. That device you have there. It's a Pokénav. When trainers that have Pokénavs battle, it keeps a record of how things went, I think. Oh, pardon me. My name's Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, a letter for me. Why were you looking in my bag? Okay, thank you. I went through all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see. I'll give you this TM. It contains my favorite move, Steel Wing. Alright, well, there we go. Your Pokemon appeared quite capable. If you keep training, you could even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. Now, I've got to hurry along. Alright, well then. What do we have over here? Let's see. Manatee Nation saying, I recently dusted off a really old game from my SNES called Secret of the Stars, which is definitely a really old, bad RPG game, but hey, that's what makes them good and makes me happy to replay old games. I love Secret of the Stars! I streamed Secret of the Stars! It is actually on my second channel, and it's one of the funnier streams I've ever done. It's so funny. Oh man, I love that game. Wait, this isn't where I want to be. I love that game. The loincloth. Let's not forget about the trolls! Oh man, that game has so many great references. Oh yeah, if you're looking for a chuckle, that is a, that's a series. It's on my More Marriland channel. Or I think you can find it if you go to my Earthbound Beginnings channel and then I think at the end card, there's like a link to it there. But man, was that a funny series. It was just so bad. I mean, it was great. Like, I still enjoyed it a lot. Like, it's still one of my favorite games for the SNES, even though I know it's bad, but... What happened to the Razor and Lula emotes? I had to get rid of them. They were the least used, and I had to clear way for some others. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to be taking on the gym on the next episode if you're watching this on YouTube, but we're going to be doing it after the break if you are watching on Twitch. So anyway, I will see you guys in just a bit. Oh yeah.